Tight ends Sloan and Metzelaars and fullbacks Vardell and Schlesinger. A fumble that refused to be controlled until Rodney Harrison finally recovered it in the end zone.
Farquhar, and there's a first touchdown for a Saint. John Farquhar with an 8-yard touchdown.
Their dome. In 1997, the Saints became a team.
Reunited with his family, Billy Joe found a home in New Orleans.
On 7. Beginning of this telecast, we promise to take you inside the game, and we will. Just a couple of Saints and the Dallas Cowboys, they will be going head-to-head, and it is pure football at that point. It is as close to a game as we are going to be able to get. And right now, we're looking at is the goal line offense. We've already completed the 7-on Louisiana. Smith kicks it to the outside, breaks one tackle, and runs it out of bounds. And that's really not much of a gain at all.
No, it was the same type play. They ran the second play of the game, and they got 7 yards. This play, the
like that when you played, Bobby?
Oh, without a doubt. Here you got Leon Lett flying through, and he's not going to miss you too many times. So you want to know, is that a realistic play? Would he have gotten him? Not
left sideline, one-on-one coverage. He's got a man open down the sideline. Big catch down the left sideline. He hits number 18, Andy McCullough. Number 18, Andy McCullough, the rookie, 7th round. Incomplete, ball overthrown. Good coverage by Fred Weary. Right now, Joe Tran is standing by with one of the stars on the defensive side. Of the very productive running back when he was at Iowa State. So the New Orleans Saints take the lead.
Preseason, completing 12 of 17 attempts. And for the first time, Hitley held the Oilers to field goals. But the Oilers' next 2 possessions were long. Joe Johnson pales in comparison to last year's unit.
The first unit, what was disappointing is the holes. And where most of the holes came, they punched a few
hours away, but there certainly is a lot of pregame activity right here at the Dome. The Saints at stations were practicing here earlier, and right now there's some of the players are out on the field tossing the...
As the Superdome opens for a brand new season, the SAINTSATIONs already appear in midseason form. Also new on the sidelines this season, the Dome Patrol Buggy and the Defend the Dome bunkers that will fire T-shirts to the crowd. The Tennessee Oilers arrived approximately an hour ago with a sore subject for the Saints fans walking right down the middle of the field. Eddie George, of course, the Saints passed on him in the draft. The former Heisman Trophy winner only went on to become All-Pro, while the Saints have languished near the bottom of the league stats for running the ball. Saints tight end John Farquhar tested his injured foot before the game. He probably won't play. Neither should defensive end Wayne Martin, who's had tendonitis in his knees. Heath Chula's role with the team now appears to consist only of public relations. But there are some Saints in action tonight. Billy Joe Holbert says he feels great. He had a little dead arm or camp arm, but 2 days off after the Denver game has his arm strong once again. And according to Mike Ditka, he and the rest of the Saints starters should play a full half tonight against the Oilers.
They're a good football team. They just missed.
Our action-packed edition of Ditka Review, and it's next.
Be a problem. Take out 2 long runs by the quarterbacks, and the Saints have...
The Oilers have had the ball 1st and goal at the New Orleans 6 and 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 12, and have had to settle for 21 and 32 yards through the air. And again, it's Dawkins. And this catch is made. 2nd and 9 from the 22. We mentioned Harris, and there's his first reception of the night. Some of the folks looking on here after the Oilers cash of regulation here in the Superdome. Jim Henderson along with Archie Manning and the latest crop of SAINTSATIONs.
Yeah, right.
You're looking at the attendance for tonight, Arch, and it reads... Good draft choices there, I think, for the Saints this year. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Andy McCullough in the lineup for the Saints.
at 31,000. You know, I really thought they'd have more than that last week. Vanderbilt Stadium holds about, what, 40?
Year of free agency, there are always a lot of new faces this time of the year.
Result of the hazing. As is tradition, the Touchdown Club held its annual Welcome Saints luncheon today. Most of these Saints...
Put it that way. The Bucks got their first franchise win ever against the Saints, against Hank Stram's Saints. But then a lot has changed since then. Well, neither team has won a whole lot, but the Bucks are on the verge of winning a lot. In fact, Sports Illustrated has them as a team they think that will go to the Super Bowl. That Saints are 0-3, Bucks 2-2. Game time 7:30. Now back to you, Joe.
All right, thank you very much. Harry McCullough live from the Superdome.
On the sideline to Gunnar Twiner. That's a pass interference call.
Mike Ditka has asked the question of himself. What comes first, confidence or success? The Saints tonight have one last preseason game to gain confidence. The 98 preseason and to notch that first victory. Back with the kickoff of tonight's game right after this. That is the first time in 5 games in preseason that the Bucks have not won the toss.
Well, I'm sure the Saints would like to take this opening kickoff, get a good drive going, move the sticks, come away with some points.
Michael Husted enjoying a fine preseason, having connected on 7 out of 8 as he drills one from 49 through much of the preseason. They have scored more points with each succeeding game of preseason, but so far tonight unable to put a point on the board with 8:05 remaining in quarter number 2 against Tampa Bay.
Well, it's time to get a drive.
45-yard punt, nothing on the return. Saints leading by 1, 8 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. With 2:38 to play in the 4th quarter, it's the Saints 10 and the Bucks 6. So Andre Hastings addressed the question that I had posed to you. Assuming the Saints win this game, do they take any momentum?
Yeah, Saints came with a blitz. Milanovich trying to unload it. Usually it's a slant pattern.
The New Orleans Saints come through with a win in their final preseason test against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They should see plenty of playing time, especially
the preseason performances. I'd say that we've got some ways to go, but you never know, it may all click at one time.
Of course, the Saints travel tons of equipment and a lot of people on the road each week, but they don't bring everybody in their organization. One of the groups that doesn't get to come on the road with the team are the SAINTSATIONs. Now, each week here on Saints Game Day, we will make sure you won't miss those beautiful and talented ladies every single week. We're going to bring you up close and personal with the SAINTSATIONs. And here's our first profile on young Paula Scalco.
When you walk out onto the field and you have everybody, especially when it's a good game, that always helps. And the team just made a touchdown and you just can't stop. You know, you're dancing and you see everybody happy and it just makes you go and go and go and put out energy.
Paula Scalco needs all the energy she can get. Sundays you'll find the 50-year SAINTSATION dancing on the sidelines. Monday through Friday, you'll find her running the Berry Cherry Tree Daycare Center in Metairie.
You couldn't be in the business unless you love children. That's what's kept me there. You know, you can be going through your day and meet up with a 3-year-old who's upset, and you get down to their level and you start talking with them, and all you have to see is the little smile and you say, okay, I know why I'm here. It's funny because it's a whole different world from something like this where you interact with adults 24/7. This is little people, and it's really neat.
Paula's grandmother started the center 23 years ago. For the last 2 years, Paula's been the center's executive director. She says her 2 careers really go hand in hand.
You are a role model, and I get to incorporate that into every day at the daycare, the girls, the young girls, you know, and I can, you know, let them know you're good, you know, stay on track, stay in school, you know, you can get to a certain level and be where you want to be.
Now, of course, the SAINTSATIONs will be cheering on the sideline today, and our profile this week is on veteran Sheri Haley.
You're unbelievable.
And I can remember sitting at the Saints games and looking out on the field and seeing these beautiful glamour girls and saying, I can do that, I want to be a part of that.
Sheri Haley has been dancing on the sidelines at Saints games for 5 years now. More than just a hobby with her. She considers her teammates like family.
Well, I'd say after 5 years, the Saintsations are a family to me. It's like my second family. I've made a lot of friends, just lifelong friends.
It looks good.
Sheri spends her days as a hairstylist at H2O in METAIRIE. When she's not training with the Saintsations, she's going to school to learn physical therapy.
I just want to have, I guess, something else in my life besides just a hairstylist. I've just been motivated so much being a part of the team that it's carried me over. I've gone back to school, and this is just another career that I'd like to pursue.
Yeah, let's get everybody on the phone here if we can. 528-199. Here's a lady taking a pledge down here. Look out.
Here it is.
528-1998. That's the number you need to call in. If you're going to make a pledge, you may as well do it now, and let's watch the confetti fly.
Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon for MGA. Now, these local segments are a vitally important part of this show. They give all of us here at WB38 a chance to let you know how firm we are in our support of...
And it's a struggle. Why don't you lend a helping hand? Why don't you... Brandon out of New Orleans gave 10. Diane Teisu out of Metairie 20, 20, 25. Let me get up on top.
And there's another 5 here.
40.
Wow.
20, 20, 80.
80, good one.
100.
All right.
And 5, all packed. $5 a hand it costs to play at the casinos. You can't call in and give us 5 of those dollars. Come on, make that pledge. $5, one hand of blackjack.
And who's got the first one?
Coach Bobby Laverne from Luling, Louisiana. What's the chances of Jake the Snake DeLone getting into the game to get some playing experience that everybody around here says he don't have?
Jake Delhomme, you said?
Yes, yes sir.
You are from Louisiana.
Boy Willie from Araby. Coach, I'd like to ask you, what was it like when you was playing tight end and carrying guys to and...
Studio refreshments for Ditka Lunch, provided by Big Shot Beverages.
NFL Sunday is brought to you by Visa, the official card of the NFL. It's everywhere you want to be. By the U.S. Army, be a part of the toughest, smartest Army in the world. Be all you can be. By Snickers, who'll be MVP? Play Snickers Shock Zone. And by Little Caesars.
Play's not going to count. Flags word down.
Yeah.
Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, the Panthers.
And others. The fans helped the Saints defend the dome, and Ditka loved every minute of it.
It was.
Hi, Coach. My name is Mike Connor from MARRERO. I want to know if you feel that the presence of Joe Johnson on the field has an impact on the team as a whole.
Hi, my name is Joshua Ohm, and I'm from Kenner. And
all coming up tonight on Ditka Review.
When Danny Werfel surveyed the Dome, savoring his first win as a Saints starter, he could be proud of a job well done.
Head in one of the most important games of their young pro careers. It's only the 4th NFL start for both Danny Werfel and Peyton Manning.
Pictures in time. For Netra and Letra Wilson, they tell the story of not one, but 2 lives. They're identical twins who are in their 2nd year dancing with the Saintsations.
Everybody asks, how is it to have your twin sister dancing with you? But I don't know how to answer that. It's just great because, you know, I love all the girls on the team as if they were my sister. But Letra and I do have a special bond, and, you know, we connect with each other. And it's just nice having her around, you know, supporting me in my decisions. That has been like that all of our lives. We're like best friends. We've always, you know, done everything together. So when we both decided to try out for Saintsations, you know, we were like, okay, we're going to do this together. And we never thought, what if one of us make it and the other one didn't? We always say, well, we both are going to do it.
When they're not dancing side by side for the Saintsations, the Wilson sisters are going to school. They just graduated from Loyola in the spring They're now working on their master's in clinical psychology.
My main desire is to have my own practice in clinical psychology, and I would also like to be in practice with my sister, have a little twin sister thing there. And so in order for me to do that, I would have to go on to graduate school, which I will pursue in the fall.
When I was in high school, most of my friends would come to me and, you know, tell me their problems and things that were going on, and it was sort of like I was a Dear Abby, and I liked that feeling, you know, helping them out with their problems. And since then, I knew that I wanted to help people when, you know, they were feeling down, or if something was wrong with them, then I wanted to talk to them and show them the other ways that they could, you know, take to solve problems.
Go ahead, please.
Jordan Connor from MARRERO. Coach, are the Saints going to try and re-sign Wing?
Hey, Coach, Mark Schneider from METAIRIE. When will we see fullback Wilmot Perry in the backfield?
Vernon Gibson for New Orleans. I know it is this team.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ditka Live. So what do you guys think about that overtime win last week? Have a good time? Question.
Hi, Coach. My name is Tony Daldegan. I'm from MARRERO. If the NFC...
Kenny Maloney from METAIRIE. Coach, were you both glad and surprised to see such a large delegation of fans?